Hi, welcome to my channel. Happy New Year. This is Angela Serendipity Art. I welcome you to my channel this year with new content, new things, a lot of scrapbooking. I didn't do any process video during December because there was a lot of things going on in my house and it was very difficult to record certain things. Also, I am going to be in a no spend budget because I want to try to use what I have. And like I say in my other video, I'm going to destash a lot of things like mixed media, graphic 45, some Shalvella, Stamperia, and some paper pads and some inks and things, watercolors that I don't gonna use or I have extras because I want to focus my main in just scrapbooking and making memories of my trips and my family. So with no further ado, I want to share. I don't have, like I say, process videos. Some of this I use as an inspiration some of the sketches from 30 Days of Sketches from Christy. So I will show you what I did. Okay, so this first one, it's a very easy one. I made it basically, I have just this paper and a piece of scrap. And I gutter my paper here, and this paper was my mind's eyes, and it was one of those specialty papers. Oh, this goes here. Stickers don't stick. So I use just one single paper, one cardstock, and a piece of scrap. I stamp with my Bo Bunny stamp the compass. I use some stickers. I cut from the back of this paper some of this suitcases. This is a photo of the Fort El Morro in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I'm from Puerto Rico. So this is what I did. I wanted a very simple. This is a sunset from the doors of San Juan, and like I say, I try to keep it simple. I try to use the colors and try to use these papers that I have. These papers, some of them are from 2000, so I'm trying to use what I have, my scrap. So this is basically, I put life is capture, loving every moment, and I put this is what I did, a simple layout. And also I use a piece of scrap that I have that is like a wood texture. Okay, so that's my first layout. Then I did this. The layout is from using one of the sketches, and this is also made with scraps. I did a page kit, and I have an album that I use, and it's making all our favorite food things in restaurant that we visit. So the sketch was using like triangle. I use some basil dotted paper. I think this is called, I forgot the name. So I used the paper, simple, no treatment. I cut a piece that I have, this triangle from the paper, and I took a picture of the box and our favorite donuts, finding the joy in the simple things like donuts, and I do nuts because we go nuts for donuts. And I use a washi tape that I had, and here in this tag I have a copy of the receipt of the date that I bought it, and so that way when we look, and this was from last year, so when we look in the future and we want to look, it says, oh, look how much it cost a dozen of Dunkin' Donuts now. So that's one of the ones that I did. Another one that I did was using photo play. I think it was called Nothing Hill or something like that. Um, it was basically about reading. I got her my paper again because I used that same paper to do multiple layers in my photo. And this is from Kelly Creations. She is on YouTube and she also is a writer. And she wrote this book, An Ozark Christmas, and she was nice enough that we did in 2021 for when the Spectrum Art group, a book club, and we through Zoom, we read and discussed the book. She autographed the copies of the book we bought and also sent us a Christmas card and signed and a photo of the cover of the book and I took pictures of everything and decided to. And I love to read. I'm a worm book. I love to read more than watching TV. So I put lazy days because nothing better that, especially during the winter and fall, when fall starts, sitting in my favorite place with just a cup of tea, my cozy blanket, and my PJs, and just sit quietly. Everybody's sleeping, and I take my me time and I read. I put, this is a wonderful life, and I do not want just to read books. I want to climb inside of them and live there. So thank you, Kelly, for this wonderful book. It was a fantastic. I can't wait for the next one. Okay, let's see what I have next. Okay, this is another one that I did using. This is a very old photo. My husband was telling me we went to San Diego. This was close to 2014. We went to San Diego and we were eating ice cream. Oh, we were actually, yes, San Diego in California, and we were in Huntington Beach, and we were in the carnival eating ice cream, and the ice cream was melting. And my husband says, "Oh, you're making a mess. You can see how sunburned he was. We were so sunburned. You can see the straps." But we have such a good time. So I did this layout mostly with mostly embellishment. And best ever sweet thing, the ice cream was delicious. It was so hot that it was melting so quick. I try to make a triangle and use a lot of embellishment, and I wanted to use this piece of paper that I had for the longest time. I don't even have an idea who made it. So this was another skit, outdoor spending time together with ice cream and vacation. That's what I put in there. So that is one. This is another one that I did following the sketch. And again, I got her. I did watercolor. I used my, oh my God, what are the name of those? Let me see if I have any here. They are the powder that you put water and then they melt. So I use that. I use an octagon and it's a hexagon, sorry. So I cut different sizes and this is my sealy. I don't cut pictures usually like this, but this was selfie time. My daughter took a picture when she was little. We went to Disneyland and she always liked like she says she's a mermaid, so she put her blue hair. And I used the Soiree collection of My Mind's Eye, I think. And this is a collection from 2010, I think. And I use a lot of stamping, mixed media on the back because with her hair, and I try to use neon colors because she got neon colors there. And I think it came out pretty cute. So my daughter was there. Now she is 33 and there she was about, I think, 9 years old. Okay, now this one is a more recent one. It's a little more involved. This I did using the Spectrum collection from 49 and Market. I love that collection. It's one of the best collections, and I bought a lot. I use everything in this page is from their collection. I use the 8x6 paper pad, and I distress all the corners. I don't think I use the Swiss dot from Basel, and this yellow is called Sunflower. I use the paper doily in here. This ticket is from them. I use the acetate butterflies and the leaves. Uh, this guy, awesome, the story, believe in daydreams, in a snapshot. I took this photo of my husband. We went to a sport bar, and he was sitting watching the game, and he likes to wear these caps, and I gave him that cap. It's a Boston Cali special edition that it was for Easter, and you can see the pen, and he has the shirt, and I thought it was a snapshot, that it was perfect, and he don't like me to take a lot of photos, so I used the paper already with the mixed media. I used these leaves, and I think this is the strawberry lemonade collection, and I did if you see, I have my 3 clusters, so I create a balance, and I put a ticket. Okay, so let's see, what else do I have here? Okay. Okay, I have this one. I did it basically with things from my stash. These were scraps, all of them scraps. This is the chipboard that I had for years, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I love Sweet Jew. This is my husband and I, and this is a picture he took when we will go for walk. We used to go for walk here in the national forest that we have here, and he took a picture, and I threw him a kiss, and he snapped the picture there. I used a Heidi Swap stencil, and I did the hearts, and I used the word kiss because I want to remember this moment. We are almost go for 40 years together, and I love him every single day that goes by. Okay, this is another one that is I did with mixed media. And this was Easter of 1985. No, the date is wrong. 1985 is for another reason. Today is a new happy day. My daughter always loved Easter, doing the dyeing the eggs and stuff. So here she was preteen. I think she was 13 or 14. So this was in Easter of 1985, because at that that's something happened this year in my family particular, and it was Easter, and she did exactly what I did. So that's why I put Easter of 1985, and underneath here there's a little card that says the reason. I use a lot of ephemera that I have. I think this paper, I don't have an idea, but I use a lot of like watercolors, and I distress the back, and this is a chipboard, and I use my oxide inks, and I kind of color in different colors the egg. Okay. This layout let's see what else I have here. This layout is when we went to visit a friend who lived, they have a cabin in the White Mountains. And we went to visit them. This is the entry to their cabin. It's beautiful. I use burlap, and I cut some of the not burlap, what did you call this paper? I cut this. I used this burlap flowers. I think they're recollections. I used to celebrate. I used this paper. This paper I think is SEI. It was from a company. Here I put hello friend, and I did it. Oh, this is from a sketch that I needed to use 1, 2, 3, 4 tags. And this one has the journaling. Trust that an ending is followed by a new beginning. Celebrate here today, gone tomorrow. Welcome home. And she treated us like we were home. So I did. I used, this is a Martha Stewart punch that I have, that I love, and I cut a lot of extra little flowers and fillers. Here you can see that I make a nest, and also I put some thread. Here's a feather that I had also. I put a little owl, and I think I got her. I distressed the back. Yes, I got her. This was an SEI paper too. And I used the green and brown paper to map my picture. Okay. Then this one is a photo. It's an old photo of my husband and I. We usually had as a hobby, and like I say, I have an album of the places we go to eat, and this is in a Mexican restaurant that we go, and usually I do my journaling. I put it inside like a hidden journaling, because that way I can read it and don't have to write it right away. So I was trying to use a lot of my stash. So I use these, this is Bicky Bouton color study. This is, I use Bicky Bouton color story. I am wrong with this one. And the paper, I did a little bit of mixed media. I stamp with a cancel stamp that I have. And I don't drink alcohol, but I like the margarita. I just drink it sometimes, a virgin margarita. So the waiter always know us when we go to that restaurant, and he asked me if I want my easy peasy because it doesn't have alcohol. So I call it easy peasy yummy, because he makes the best margaritas. And my husband was eating his favorite dessert. And I tried again to use the butterflies, because this collection has a lot of colored. And this was 2019, before I had my hair short there, and my hair is long now. I apologize for the glare. So I use a lot. Like you see, I have a cluster here, I have a cluster here, and I have to create a balance. I have like 2 clusters in here. I did a big cluster, a medium cluster, and a small cluster to kind of make a balance. And I use a washi tape. Okay, now this one is, I use I don't remember what paper this is. This was my daughter's birthday when she became 31. I used this paper collection. I want to say is My Mind's Eye, but I can be mistaken. I had a stencil with numbers, so I kind of used the back of the paper. I don't know if I got her. Yes, I got her this paper. Let me see. Is this the... I don't remember where this, honestly, this paper collection. I think it's Echo Park Bliss Party. I think it, and it says birthday boy. Wasn't my husband's birthday, but that was my daughter. It is my daughter and my husband, and they are together. And this is a piece of her favorite dessert, that is tiramisu. And they gave her a piece of cake, and I documented. I put the 3, so each one is 10 years plus 1, 31. So let's party in till the cows come home, because she likes nature so much, so I thought the putting an animal from the farm was appropriate. Okay, so let's see. I don't want this to be such a long video, but it looks like this one, these 2 last ones that I made. This one is using the Simple Story Wedding Day. I use everything from there. This is my son and his wife. They got married in Vegas, and I documented using a very simple layout. They kind of eloped to Las Vegas and got married. My son is 36 years old now, 37, sorry. And this is his wife. So they got married in a chapel in Vegas, very simple. And I wanted to make a simple layout to document that day. It's been 2 years since this, and that's why I put a wedding, just the 2 of us in the wedding, because I put here the groom, the bride, the wedding, you and me. I used one of the what do you call frames from Simple Story. I use one of the stickers, the hearts. I add some gold element, since the frame has some gold element, and I think it came very cute. And then last but not least, I documented my daughter's wedding. I printed in my selfie Canon these 2 pictures, one that they took of her here, and one that they took of her walking away. She looks like Cinderella running out of the ball. I used P13. It says beauty is in the heart of the beholder. I use even applique here. I use this very dainty thickers. I fussy cut the flowers. I use these enamel dots that are kind of glossy. The P13 is the scrappy one. It's called Dreamer or something. And this in the back is just a doily, a hard doily that I had from the dollar store. And I made the big cluster here, and I thought, my daughter hates pink, but honestly, she loved how delicate this look. I love this layout. I love my 2 favorite layouts is this, because the simplicity of my son being here and my daughter here. It was 2 memorable days for me when they got married and they have their family. So this is what I created during the month of December. Let me know which one is your favorite. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It will mean the world to me. And thank you for giving me some of your time. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I see you soon.